those of you that are participating, go ahead and stay standing until we read a state that connects with you in some way. And when that state connects with you, please return to your lying position. For those people that are watching, please remember that being transgender is not political. People are making it political. They're making it political through what you're about to hear, and it's not with the intention of any good. And so when we gather in these kinds of spaces today, we are forced to become political. We are forced to continue going as often as we can and laying on the ground, literally freezing our butts off as often and as is necessary. We are going to read the bills now, and I wanted to make sure that everybody knew that we have some important people in the crowd, but I don't want to name them. Please look around, recognize your representatives that are here, but we really want to keep the focus on our trans and non-binary folks today. So, the bills that we're reading are...
The bills we're reading are all the anti-trans legislation that has been introduced in 2023. And what we have our folks in the middle doing is called a die-in. This is a protest tactic that was designed by ACT UP, the AIDS Coalition to Unleash Power. And we are paying homage and respect to our AIDS activist, queer and trans elders and ancestors who developed these protest tactics. And the reason we're doing a die-in is because these legislations, these anti-trans bills, will kill trans people. And we are often erased in death, but we know that many of us will die from not having access to the medical care we need, from being harassed because of this anti-trans violence and hatred that is being stoked up in our country. Next is Arkansas, concerning a public school district or open enrollment public charter school policy related to a public school student sex, which passed.
Women's rights in athletics. Act relating to public school facilities and declaring an emergency. Prohibit discrimination against medical care providers who decline to perform surgeries that violate their conscience. Louisiana. Prohibit the use of certain names and pronouns for students.
Massachusetts, relative to parental rights in education. Maryland, education, interscholastic and intramural junior varsity and varsity teams, designation based on sex. Nebraska, prohibit an individual under 19 years of age or under 21 years of age from being present at a drag show as prescribed. Importance of biological males and females. Nevada revises provisions governing athletics in schools, the Nevada system of higher education, and organizations for youth sports. Revises provisions relating to governmental financial administration. Pennsylvania, in a limitation of time, providing for gender-affirming treatments. Providing for sports activities in public institutions and public school entities to be expressly designated male or female.
Tennessee. An act to amend Tennessee Code relative to adults cabaret entertainment. An act to amend Tennessee Code relative to student pronouns. Texas, relating to a prohibition on funding for gender reassignment. Relating to the definition of a sexually oriented business. Utah, prohibiting sex transitioning procedures on minors. Transgender medical treatments and procedures amendment. birth certificate modification. Virginia, student records, name change, court order required. Public school students, self-identification as gender other than biological sex. Parental contact.
We want to sing a song. The lyrics are, "Where is the grief of our ancestors etched? Etched in the earth of our bones. Where is the strength of our ancestors etched? Etched in the earth of our bones." To recall and remember and lean upon all the LGBTQIA plus elders and ancestors that loved us before they knew us, that lived through many things that I can't fathom, and that will support us in living through this as well. There is the grief of our ancestors etched, etched in the earth of our bones. Where is the strength of our ancestors etched, etched in the earth of our bones? Where is the grief where is the strength etched in the earth of our bones? Where is the grief, where is the strength etched in the earth of our bones? Thank you. That song is by one of my beloved dead, Lizanne Bashan.
Thank you to Silent and Al and Dandy for the last minute help with the reading. I want to encourage all of our folks that are laying down to sit up and be able to get a little more comfortable. If you'd like, you can come to the stairs on the stage. For those of you that know Representative Kip and Representative Bosnecker are literally at the Capitol right now, having a conversation, fighting to keep House Bill 23-188 shut down. So this is happening in Colorado. This is affecting us. It is affecting all of the young and old people that you see in front of you, and hundreds of others. So I'm going to open it up to the folks. You do have to come this way if you would like to say anything.
Let's keep it like...
I found the magic and then it went away. Let's keep it like roughly a minute and a half, but if anybody wants the mic who participated today, I give it to you.
Got some poetry for you guys. I'm the one they are afraid of, the one the movement's made of, the proof that there's more to the truth than meets the eye. I look up at the sky and I feel proud to be alive. Fists high, a raging cry of resistance and insistence. We will make them listen. We are not ashamed. I'm not Adam, I'm not Eve. I'm the universe itself, the stars and galaxies, more than their definition or derision. I envision worlds beyond their comprehension. There's no apprehension here, just ascension. I'm the third space between them they said humans couldn't reach. I'm more than dimorphism, more than the box they put me in. And I will be part of the solution. Comrades, we're the revolution. I'm speaking for my siblings and my sisters and my brothers in Utah, Florida, Tennessee, and all the places that we're fighting for our rights to be who we are, to have autonomy, to be free. And it's not just us, because I stand in solidarity with Alaska, with Atlanta. Hey, long live Tortuguita. Defend everyone whose rights have been denied. This is our time to shine. You will see we are gender anarchy. This is a call to action, a rejection of reactionary thought. We will not be bought or be taught that we are anything worthy. We will not wait for Washington to save us. We will be our own salvation, the creation of a world of liberation. History repeats. Every movement has this moment of us facing our opponents. But I believe the future is approaching, and I see that this future is for love and for equality. Can't you see the power that we have as a community? We are oceans, we are skies that they can't categorize. And we will be the light, because the movement never dies. We will rise. We will rise. Yeah.
I was scorned by my parents when I first came out, and I just want to say I do not wish that on anybody, and I hope sincerely that any parents here and any parents watching this will support their children, regardless of where they are, I'm originally from Texas. Texas is currently one of the worst states for trans and non-binary individuals. And it is scary, the world that we live in. So please support your kids.
I just wanted to say that without the medical care that I received as a minor at 16, I would not be here today. It really is important. It really is life-saving. It is suicide prevention. I'm gonna yell because that's how this is supposed to go. Yeah, it's fine. I didn't plan on talking, so sorry. But I didn't know we were going to be sitting down when our states were called, and Utah's pretty far in the alphabet. So I had to stand there and watch all of my friends that came with me lay down and die. I had to stand there over their dead bodies, just like I have to do with all my friends in Utah and all of the trans people across this country and across this world. We should never have to do that. No one should ever have to stand there and watch their friends, their family, die. This is enough.
Hello. Yeah. Some people know me as like I do this little poem every time we do anything here in the square, and I get a chance to speak. And so I'm gonna do it again because I think that it's important while we are very outraged and pissed off, that we are also showing support to each other, showing love to each other. So if you are willing and able, please hold hands with the person next to you. Create a little circle if you're willing and able. If not, that is perfectly fine. This is going to be a little repeat after me poem. I did not write this poem. The poem is called Inglakesh. It's a Mayan word that means you are the other me. So I'm going to be saying it. I think I might have clicked it off. Okay, no. I'm going to be saying it both in English and in Spanish. If you don't speak Spanish, that's okay. But it's a repeat after me poem, all right? You can close your eyes or just sit there, whichever it is that you want to do. All right. You are my other me.
You are my other me.
Tú eres mi otro yo.
Tú eres mi otro yo.
If I hurt you, si te hago daño,
Si te hago daño,
I hurt myself.
I hurt myself.
Me hago daño a mí mismo. If I love and respect you, si te amo y te respeto,
Si te amo y te respeto.
I love and respect myself.
I love and respect myself.
Me amo y me respeto a mí mismo.
Me amo y me respeto a mí mismo.
Okay, that's all I have.
Okay, hi everyone. I don't know if this is gonna work. I might just yell. Okay, I don't know. Okay, hi everyone. I go by Reggie Fava in the community. Reggie! I'm your drag dad. I helped create and found with my other drag person, Dragonia Fly, CSU's drag club. And we are more than just drag. I'm out here because like all the drag bills are breaking my heart, but everyone in the drag club right now is actually a trans person. So, you know, those are like super connected, and we don't just do drag. We help people get binders. We help people learn mask and feminization, makeup. We do lots of things with resources like that. So if you want to help your trans people, help your drag people, that's where we have joy. There's a drag show after this. You know, when we have moments like this in sadness and solidarity, we need to remember to energize ourselves and be in queer joy. So go to a drag show, go have fun, go throw on a face, and just remember to take care of yourselves.
I'm in your space.
I hid who I was for 8 months. I barely survived. There's a lot of people who have hid it and will hide it for far longer, who are still here. Stay strong. You'll be able to show who you are.
It's really hard to like stand up here. Come on over. To stand up here and just lay your heart out in front of a bunch of people. So your encouragement is really welcome.
So I originally was not planning on coming up here to speak, but everyone here has been so great that it's just, I think it's worth it to just, even if I embarrass myself, just talk for a few seconds and tell everyone here, everyone around how thankful I am for them and that they're willing to support my friends here and that just cling on to hope, no matter how small it may seem. Fear, like the saying in Star Wars, fear leads to anger, anger leads to hate, hate leads to the dark side. Do not let hate consume you, and always remember to love, because love will always prevail.
I'm gonna yell. 'Cause I yell when I'm pissed off. Get mad. So when I first transitioned, I was in, Mom, how old was I?
3rd grade.
I was in 3rd grade. See, I was young enough, I don't even really remember. I was like, hey, I'm a dude. She's like, cool. My parents, my school, and my community gave me the space to exist as the person who I knew I was. I still am, really, clearly. But I'm pissed that I am no longer allowed to exist as that person in places in this world. And that makes me want to scream. And that makes a lot of people want to scream. So I invite you to scream with me. Please.
Cool. My name is Mitchell. I have known that I'm trans for a while, but that wasn't always the case. For a long time, I couldn't see myself growing up, which led to me attempting to do things that now I know that I should have never done. But at the time, it was all I could think of to let me escape from a life that I couldn't see myself growing up into. I have learned from that point forward that it wasn't that I couldn't see myself growing up, it's that I couldn't see myself growing up into a woman. And in learning that I was trans and giving myself the space to become someone else, I got my life back. And now that I'm here, I can change and I can grow into the person I have always wanted to be. And to think that someone would try to take that away from others, to deprive them of their life, is horrifying. So I hope that if you have the power and you have the time, that you use to help others keep their lives and to get them back and to give them the future that they deserve. Because everyone deserves a future, no matter who that is. Thank you for coming out. I don't want to get more on you.
Hello, my name is Diane, and I am a transgender woman. I have lost my spouse. I have lost my family. I have lost a career, and I have lost friends, all because I chose to be who I really was. It shouldn't be that way. We need to stop the hate. There is so much hatred keeping us from just being who we were meant to be. But I want to tell all of you that even though I lost all of that, I have gained so much more. I now have a new chosen family. I have all of you here supporting us today. And I want to thank each and every one of you for being here today. I love all of you. Thank you.
Hello, my name is TJ. I use he, they pronouns. And after some reflection, I think about trans people and I think about how our environment is not what makes us trans. We are trans regardless. Our environment gives us the space to be who we are comfortably. This will not eradicate trans people. This will not change who trans people are. This will just take away lives that deserve to be here. And I'm so grateful that all of you are still here. I am grateful for each and every one of you standing with me today. Thank you.
That actually leads in perfectly. My name is Calvin, I'm transgender, and after 3 attempts, I am still here. And I wanted to go ahead, after all the legislation that has been coming onto the news, all I could think to do was to write. So, we are still here because you can bury us in your own modified history that proves your point. Paint me and smothering me in nightmarish acts so I become the boogeyman in the dead of night. Till the hunt begins anew and you raise your axe and we are ended because you wish and pray that we did not exist. But because we cannot exist and not within your own sterilized reality. Your black and white views of good and evil and heaven and sin. One man and wife and 1.5 kids. But forgetting that the violence you blame on us is perpetuated against us 4 times more than you. No, we are the villains in the dead of night in your bathroom stalls. We are the ones who shall not be named. We will take the fall for your own failings. And yet we still exist. Outside your own short-sighted realm of possibility, we exist. You can keep dragging us into the dark and we will keep turning the light back on. We will keep shining like stars in the night sky, no matter how many times you say we do not exist.
I'm really loud, so I'm just gonna yell. So there's a lot of places in this world that aren't at all supportive of trans rights, of LGBT rights, of anything. What I just wanted to ask if there are any places that are. Just shout them out. My house. my apartment. Also my house. Claris Expeditionary Learning School. K through 12. What about some stores, some businesses, some organizations? Splash, Novos. What? Dandelion Toys. Dandelion Toys.
The Rainbow Circles.
Rainbow Circles. And if you are LGBT and struggling, needing a home, you don't have to pay for a damn thing. Hit me up. I will be here.
Hello. 8 years ago, last week, I got sent to a conversion therapy boarding school. It didn't work. I'm still here. I'm still queer. I'm very thankful for all of you who came out to support us and for all of you who believe us and are here listening to us. And hang in there. They can't erase us.
Just heard how little protection there are for people who just want their name to be said or just their pronouns to be said.
Mode.
And I'm tired. I'm just tired of people treating us like any of our life is optional and not just who we are. And I'm tired.
Really need this. Okay. Hey, I'm Jade. I use she, her, and I just need to get this off my chest that I am just so sick of all of these all this legislation that's being passed under the guise of wanting to protect youth from making irreversible, drastic life changes when they're not old enough to understand what that means. These people can't move outside of their own narrow reality enough to realize irreversible, unalterable thing in ending their own life, and they couldn't care less about that by passing these things.
The next opportunity we have to have conversations around this is literally tonight. Talk with your families, talk with those people you follow on Facebook, share what your experience was, share these amazing humans that you met and experienced tonight, and keep the conversations rolling. Please remember, this Tuesday there is a school board meeting, and they need to hear our voices about the policies they're being pressured to change. I know I'm not the most popular person to be saying that right now, but we need to be supporting Poudre School District Tuesday night. Show up for public comment at 6 p.m. I believe registration for public comment starts online a couple of days before that. So keep following today. It starts today. Go home, sign up for public comment today. That's your homework. I'll share the link later online on NoCo Safe Space social medias. Please show up for these folks, and we are going to be a little angrier at the Pride March on June 1st this year. So join us back here on June 1st. Thank you all for coming, and offer hugs to our trans folks, and you're allowed to say no if you don't want one. Before you leave, thank you for being here.